Hey everybody, we are jumping back in with Dylan Reynolds, great granddaughter of Malcolm Reynolds. Well, at least that's what we're saying. So, as you can see, we are at the Star Dock, so we're well underway with Watchtower. Um, we also we got the major arrays available to us, and then under activity, destroy hub alpha. So I want to do that, but then there is one other detour that I want us to go on while we're here. But first things first, we got a lot of gear on us, and we must rectify that now. All right, which do we like better, 4 mag or 8? Ooh, this one is interesting. So I'm not going to get rid of that one. Or actually, we are going to save that one. I don't like the mag snipers. I really don't. And we should hold on to that one as well. All right, so we got the Unrivaled Grendel. That one has extended mag, staggering, and Tesla. We know what Tesla does to Terramorphs. This one uses the same rounds, but it has Furious, Hitman, and Skip Shot. Okay, this one uses different rounds, Anti-Personnel, Hitman, and Skip Shot. And then this one, I don't think we actually use it, but it does have a 24 mag. Okay, but it uses the same rounds as the other two. We got tons of ammo for this guy, but very small clip size. And then tons of ammo for this guy if we can get him sorted. And this one also uses the same extended mag, lacerate, and concussive. Alright, so right now we're finding, and then what I'm also finding is I don't know that it's necessary to carry multiple weapons using the same ammo. So at some point we got to figure that out for sure. Okay. Oh wait, while we're here, let's get rid of the mines. I don't use the mines, so no point in carrying them around, just extra weight. The contraband, it's safer to carry it on our ship. I have to go back and look at the emergency power cells. We gotta carry those with us. Yep. All right. Resources. All right. Now consumables. All right. Tonic, boba tea. So everything after that, except for that. How many reserves we got? Okay. And that we can store and our crew will eat. I actually really like that feature. I really do. And I think that that is part of the okay, is one of two mods, right? Is either going to be the peak performance mod. That's the one that is controlling our tiredness, hunger, and stuff like that, whether we need to eat. I want to say that that one also includes the feature where your crew now also has to eat, but I'm also thinking it could be part of the spacefaring economy mod, which makes you have to feed your crew. and pay them and all that kind of stuff. So it's one of the two. I have to go back and figure it out, basically validate which one of the two it is. So I don't want to tell you it's one and then basically come back and say, hey guys, I was lying to you. You know what I mean? So it is one of the two. I just have to figure it out. Now, I did have somebody ask me in the comments about the NSF mods. So I want to make sure we are completely 100% clear about why I tagged the video as NSFW. All right. As you guys, anybody's watching me play, you can see when I strip down all the bodies, right? There are female parts that are available for seeing. The men are in their shorts, and usually the female have panties on. But those bits that do get seen, those are not things you want to be seen in the workplace. Those are not things that you want a coworker, if you're watching the video and a coworker walks by and says, what are you watching? You know, you got it on your side screen or something like that, or on your phone, you know, while you're at your desk, and then all of a sudden, you know, anatomy starts to show. You're like, whoa, right? No. And then that is not safe for work. It is not. And then I know I don't have to lecture you on that, but those are things you definitely just don't want to, you know. And then also, hey, do you want your kids walking by and seeing it too, right? So but it is kind of your choice, right? But there won't be any X-rated content or anything like that. No, that's not, technically, that's really not what it means. If it's X-rated, we're going to say X-rated, right? Adult. The mod list that I use is called Starfield Skimpy. It's a list of 64 mods. Not all of them are adult mods, and what I did is I use that as my base. I'm like, okay, this is what I want my base to be for my mod list and what my game is going to do for me. And then some of the mods I've actually removed and taken away just because they don't serve any purpose, or I just didn't like them. And I just said, no, you know what, that just doesn't, I don't like it, right? I just didn't like it. So that is a thing too. But that mod is a creation, not a creation, but a collection. And then so if you have something like, if you have Vortex, you can download collections and then have that list automatically installed. It's very similar to what Wabbajack does. That's another thing that has, you know, mod lists that you can use, and it's very popular for like Skyrim and Fallout. They have tons of mod lists for them. Only, if I'm not mistaken, there's probably one or two for Starfield at this point, right? But it's growing, and those are also, I like Wabbajack a little bit better than, say, the collections and other things, because they're based using Mod Organizer 2, and what it does, and then this is the reason why I like it, unlike Vortex, well, Vortex does the same thing. Vortex will allow you to do the same thing, but it's less intrusive than Vortex. Vortex actually will, when you load the mods, it will load the mods directly to your game folder, right? And then so those mods are there. The problem is if you go in to purge those mods or replace those mods or use a different profile with a different collection of mods, there's not a guarantee that it's removed all of the assets and files for the mods that you had in this other profile. So sometimes you'll get stuff in there that you didn't intend, and it doesn't, you know, it just doesn't work well switching profiles from one to the other. But again, like I said, it's very intrusive because it puts it directly to the game folder. Wabbajack, what it does is it copies the game folder. Now, again, for Skyrim, it's a little bit more feasible since the game size and the amount of content that you download is roughly around 20 gigs, right? So it's not huge. The actual game file itself, the original file is only 11, and then all the other all the DLCs, and then the um, new upgraded versions of it, it still only comes out to about 20 or 30 gigs. It creates what's called a stock game folder. So basically replicates it. And then Mod Organizer 2 only opens the stock game and then the mods and everything like that. So it's basically created I want to say a satellite version of your game with all the mods installed and everything, and never actually touching your base game folder. So then you can play that one. And then with Wabbajack, you can have, like, say, 3 different mod lists down, and you can switch between the 3, and they never touch each other, and they never touch the base game folder. To me, that is optimum, because then you can switch between them as you see fit, with no issues and no worries of having things conflict and leftovers from other files, leftover assets from other lists. Um, Granted, the key here is Starfield being about 129 gigabytes of download really makes it kind of cumbersome to have multiple stock game folders copies of the original folder, right? So can you imagine if you had 3 different mod lists that you were trying to switch back and forth between? So right there, just the base game copy of it, you would have 3 times 100, 130. So was that 390 along with the original 130? So basically you're tying up 520 gigabytes just for copies for the original copy plus 3 other copies of the stock game folder itself. And then depending on the size of the list you download really makes a difference. Now, if you go into Skyrim, a lot of their list, none very basically there's very few that's under 100 gigabytes, and most of them are over 200, 300. Yeah, 300 gigs of mods that you're just downloading. You're gonna put in Mod Organizer is gonna load all those up, and then you're supposed to get a stable run. And then one of the things I say is you'll get a stable run for a while. I've yet to see somebody go in and start to finish using one of these mod lists with 1,000, 2,000 mods in it. Now, the beauty of it is by doing it that way, you can have 1,000, 2,000 mods loaded. Just the whole point is, what's your end game? Are you looking to play the entire game, or are you just looking to play for a while until you get bored and you say, okay, this was cool? Either way, that's how it goes. So here we're kind of using a combination Vortex with that collection plus a couple of other necessary mods from Nexus, and then we're using creations, right? That's you just once you once you start up the game, you can go into creations and add those there. So it's pretty cumbersome, right? So your list gets pretty deep and detailed, right? Watchtower, the Veil, Beyond the Veil, Dynamic, And then one of the things is you see this version undefined. So when you see the undefined version, that's telling you this is coming from Nexus, and Vortex is loading this up. Not like this one here is a creation. This one here is a creation. You can see the version number, creation. But then you come in here, this is a creation. But then you come down here and in DWN, right? Neon Hotel Apartment, right? That is a mod from Nexus, part of the Skyrim's not Skyrim, but Starfield Skimpy list. Creations, faster scan, right? And then, so right now I can tell which one, the hair overhaul, that is a Nexus mod, right? And that comes from the Starfield Skimpy. Now, is that a NSF mod? No, it's not. And then there's 64 mods there, but there's probably only 15 to 20 that are actually considered adult, air quotes, mods from that list. And, more ownable ships. And now, are you asking? See right here, this would be considered a adult mod, but it's not. It's just a fix for another mod, right? And then here, Naked New Game Plus. That would be considered one because the character in the Unity that's talking to you does not have clothes on when she's talking to you. Naked Unity. See, there you go. And then, so you go through, come out with no clothes, and the character that's talking to you has no clothes. So there you have it. But you can see some of these. This is pretty innocuous. This is just not, just no XP skill still, right? Kill still. So, but you can see this one is a creation. This one is not peak performance. Actually, why is it? Why would I'm trying to think. Why would it pick the Nexus version over the creation version of it? Maybe I couldn't find it in creations, and but yeah. So that is so you can see this is using a combination of the two types of mods to get what I want, right? One, is there any particular list or collection that I particularly like? I took, like I said, one of the things I told the person in the comments was I picked Starfield Skimpy mod list because it only had 64 mods. It was one of the smaller lists that I could find, and for me that was very important. I wanted stability in the game. I wanted something that I could manage and something that I could actually see all the mods there and kind of keep track of and decide, okay, which ones really work for me and which ones don't, and which ones I don't mind pulling out. So, but when you have lists that have 200-300 mods in them, 400, then all of a sudden it gets a little bit rough to manage all of those, and it gets a little rough to try to track what each one is doing. So if you start to have problems, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, what's causing this problem? And you're spending a lot of time just trying to track down what's causing your issue instead of playing the game. So, and then for me, the main reason why I would pick a Nexus mod over the creations is, one, stability. Two, is it available as a creation? If it's available as a creation, just to keep things simple and more manageable, I'll pick the creation as opposed to the Nexus mod. Unless I feel like the creation isn't very stable, and I'm having issues with it, then I'll go like, okay, is it available on Nexus? And then that's when I'm kind of like saying, okay, I'm hard coding it in, because sometimes the creations don't all load or something like that. And it's like, but then there are certain mods like the body mod that I'm using. It is available as a creation, but it's not the same, right? Because on creations, it's permanent on the wrap on those, whereas this one you can choose for it to have, it could be never nude, it could be just panties only, it could be, completely nude. You choose and decide, what is there. So there you have it. So just a quick aside,
Was that your stomach or mine?
It was your stomach. Because I ain't hungry, am I? Am I hungry? Somebody tell me if I'm hungry or not. Alright. Let's go. We've talked enough. Let's go do some work. I'm actually kind of surprised that it allowed us to do that. Watchtower hub arrays are often heavily guarded. Destroying the minor arrays linked to a hub will weaken its defenses. Whoa! Okay. You proved your point. You proved your point. Okay. Hey, let's scan. There is a listening post, Charlie. Let's back up out a little bit, okay? Let's back up a little bit. Could you tell me the other rays, other places? All right, so we're gonna jump over to Procyon real quick. Why would you do that to me? Why would you throw me in? Why would you just throw me in and then tell me when I get there? You know, to that was not nice. Oh, and then guess what? Let's see, what is the other ships? Restart. Hey, can you fight your own battles? Are you running? Are you running from these people? Are they running from the spacers? That's not cool. Okay. Kill the spacers. I understand. Now, why am I the only one fighting these guys? Alright, my ships are the only one fighting these guys. Why is that?
Fancy flying, stranger. Please killing spacers is good for the soul. I think we had it covered, but I expect some people owe you their lives. Any way we can repay you?
Hey, salvage rights.
Make them clean then.
Alright.
Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
You too. You guys weren't doing much killing over here. Feel like I was the only one doing the fight. Alright, that's huh? Now, if you're wondering why I ran, even though I did have ship support, there were an awful lot of ships there, and it wasn't wrong. We want to destroy all the minor arrays first to weaken the defenses on this major array. The problem is, and I think this would be helpful. Show me all the minor arrays that link to this one, and I'll get to destroying them. I tell you right now, if I see a planet with the Watchtower listening post on it, we're attacking. We sure are. Abandoned weapon station, deserted mineral. Alright, what's over here? What's over there? What's that? The UC Roanoke. And that's all they got. Alright. There's an ignored outpost. This guy. Oh, a science outpost. And this guy. There it is. Watchtower listening post alpha. So I don't know if this is part of our list or one that we just discovered, you know, out of the blue. You see this? See how far away that is? No, but oh, I forgot. We got Benjamin with us too. We got Ben. All right. Let's figure this out. What's over there? The deserted relay station.
This universe makes one feel so small.
Not sure how to answer that one. Because yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we are but small. All right. Is this our listening post? All right, let's go. And yes, I am very well aware that we did not, because it just hit me, it just dawned on me. We did not manage our gun situation, our weapon situation. So yeah, we're still trying to figure that out. So I was playing God dang it. I was playing Fallout the other day, trying this new mod list out. And I'm sitting there going like, where the heck are the boost packs? It's weird trying to play games without boost packs. You know what I mean? But we don't have stealth. But we could just... You know what I mean? Basically one shot them as opposed to 20 shots. Especially when you're sneaking up from behind. So if we could just go up behind them, just take them out. There we go. I really dislike their turrets. Trying to shoot between the railing is a bit of a challenge. You see what I mean? That's Sarah? Oh. I think Ben's a pacifist. Where are they? What I'm wondering is where the mech is. Oh. See that? Hitbox. Right on the side of the mount. She's shooting the trumpet. Up there. Can't see it. Ooh. Alright. Where did she go? I don't see it. There it is. Maybe. Alright, so there's two back there. I don't know where, but oh. Oh, they're inside. Can they get in? Power required. Power required? Where? I got your power. This is over here. Okay, that is a cowardly robot. Seriously. Oh, there's a power cell. Which means the input is real close. Ow. Oh, who you smacking? Ow. You see what happens? You're gonna go try to smack me? See, and then that the Tesla also works on these guys too. There's vacuum tape. There's vacuum tape. There was. Alright, there's one more. And I'm probably running to my death. Because my arrogance is saying we can't leave one of them alive. In here. You hear that? He said stand down, area secure. What do you think is going to happen when he gets back and finds all his buddies dead? Because in truth, wait, where? Just want to see. I think he's in that garage. And we can't do anything about it. Oh, I'm sure we could find a way in, but I don't care enough to do that. Ben always runs away. You expect him to at least try to hold up his end of the bargain, and he runs away. There's Sarah. But then again, Ben's a poet, and I know it, so I shouldn't expect more. An array up in space, up in this system somewhere. We just have to find it now. Who's that? Galbank Babylon 2. Good thing we're not. Look, my crew didn't get any morale. They drank my booze. There it is. Let's get to it. They drink my booze and I get no kind of boost or anything. How wrong is that on everything? Alright, we're gonna get attacked. And did I just shoot right by it? I sure did. I just sure did. I wasn't paying attention. I wanted to boost my weapons. There you are. How far are you? God dang it. That's not where we wanted. Where are you? That ain't what we wanted. There it is, the Watchtower array. Who's sitting there? sent one ship? Hey, can I hit you? Which ship did you send? A drone? That's all you sent? Alright. Mm-hmm. Show and map. Alright. So there's one here. Where are we? Were we just not there? Were we just there? Oh, this is Wolf. Hey, well, guess what? We need to go that way anyway. Let's just going over there. Two birds. Two birds. Two birds, one missile. Whoa, Nelly. What were we running into? Oh, we got a destroyer this time. I don't think we'll be able to board before. Dang it! And therein lies the problem. The problem when you have other ships with you. Therein lies the problem. Oh, I thought we got everything complete, right? When you have the other ships, it would be nice to be able to tell them to stop shooting. We're gonna board. Instead, we don't want to do loot and star yet. Instead, they keep shooting, and you are no longer able to. Ooh, what's over here? Hostile faction installation. I don't want that. I want this. So that's why I had stopped using Fleet Commander, is because I was finding myself like, okay, I can't board any ships anymore because they're all getting blown out of the sky before I can get them down. Whoa.
I don't know how you cope in such a place. The noise, the smells, it's just plain awful.
Ben, I don't
Good
know.
to see you. May I be of service? By all means.
Holy cow. Okay. Now, what I'm hoping he has, and he does not. And that's a bummer. And I can't make one, so I am without. Why am I without? You have any helium? You got no helium. You got what I need. Okay. Nope. Nothing, man. You ain't helping a brother out at all. At all. And you got 2,500 credits. All right, Asta, man. Asta. All right, here we go. You got some money. You got some money. I need some money. Okay, wait. All right. You know what? 11 millimeters, 7. You can sell you. How do you only have a 15 mag? We're selling you. And then you and you. Alright, and then spacesuits. Yeah, you can have it. You can have it. I'll give you a discount. Which is more than what you would do for me. Okay. Hey, man.
You shouldn't need some work done.
70,000 credits. Oh, wait. I saw this. Let's come down here. Okay, peak performance, recycler. There's integration. Fueling. Refuel. Okay, suit up. There's gotta be one more somewhere. Alright. Shuttle service. Cost of spacing. There it is. Nope. It might be. There it is. Accurate fueling. There it is. Okay, let's see if that did anything. All right, Broham.
Got anything you need to offload?
It did absolutely nothing.
Right here for you.
Yeah, I'm not here for that, bro. I'm not here for that. All right. Emergency reserve. How much helium we got? We ain't got much at all. All right. We can make one of them chumpies. You're killing a brother. That's all I'm saying. I can't make anything. I can't make anything. I tell you what though. I'll be able to make something in a minute. Oh, you didn't know we could do that. Look at that. Well, we can't sell them right now, and we'll get more. So since we know we can get more, might as well. And since we can't sell those, now let's see what we can make. Let's see if the door's still closed on all these things. They still are closed. Ain't that a fine how do you do? Oh, we can make a backpack. And I will. First things first. Over here. What do I got? Shield amplifier. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think I get. Oh, mirrored. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, and mm-hmm. All right, and then there we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't even see that last time. Okay. Do I have any? I do. Wow. Okay. Where's my folks?
Captain Reynolds. Hello.
There she is.
I am
Okay.
satisfied
I'm assuming
to
what
see
you
that
got.
you
I asked my
survived
boss what
your
they're doing
most
to stop
recent
new alien
sleep
attacks
cycle.
on the city. He said
We should
top
make sure we're well
minds were on
supplied.
it.
Dropping off a few choice items.
Where is it? Okay. So we can give her the backpack and the gloves. Yeah. God dang it.
I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding.
I know you were. I know you were. But at least she's not mad at me no more. All right. And then we're going to give you those. See? That'll help protect her a little bit more.
Next stop, Cassiopeia, I assume.
Oh, dang. That's right. We still got to do your stuff. Dang blasted. And where's my boy?
Hey, what can I do for you?
Oh, there you are. Oh, he's gone. That man. He is tricksy. He is so very tricksy. Alright, we're gonna make a bunch of those. I think we don't really. Can't make any more of those. Okay. Alright. Hey.
This place is strange.
Hey, let's trade some gear. Because, yep, I didn't give you any. I'm going to give you that. I should give you that instead. Because it does the same thing. I'll keep it in mind. What is he wearing right now? He's got the jacket. He's got the gloves. What is he? Is he wearing an outfit? He sure is the C2 outfit. Huh? All right, we're going to put you in that. I'm going to take the swimsuit. Yep. I'm actually going to put you in the brute and take that. All right. Oh, look at that. You're looking rough and tumble. Can I ask you something?
Not right now.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's all right, man. We haven't advanced and got and moved you along yet. I understand. Yeah, we gotta move them along. Oop. All right. All right. Over here. I tell you. All right. So we got you. We got you. And I think I decided, yeah. Okay. We're supposed to give that to somebody. Okay. So now. This guy. Standard barrel, short barrel. Read that sight. Can't do it. Can't do it. God dang it. Alright. Can't do either of those. God dang it. Okay. Alright, fine. Be that way. Be that way. Alright. Socket 1. Socket 1. Alright, we're either going to extend you or...
Hey, you need something?
Alright, Furious isn't going to really do much for his lawful. 2 spacer and ecliptic enemies. 20% damage. Whoa. That's an extra 40. But each consecutive hit, or we can go with 90 clip.
Hey there.
We're going to go with 90 clip. Alright. Chilling is not an option. Crippling is staggering. And then
Anything I can do for you?
yeah, you can stop bothering me right now. Check. Alright. And then quality is locked. Okay. Can't do anything with that guy.
Hey, it's
Where's
always
the
a
other-
good day when you come around.
Hey, I appreciate that, but right now I'm in the middle of something, okay? So, can you slide on, bro? Nope, can't do anything there, but we can switch back.
Hey, how's it going?
It'll be going a lot better if you, like, stop bothering me, man. Alright, drum magazine, internal, can't do anything there. Can't do anything there.
Here to shoot the breeze?
No. But I will shoot you in a minute if you don't leave me alone. Alright, I think it's semi-automatic. So, and we can extend the mag. So, we will go with Furious.
Hey, how are you?
Annoyed. That's how I am right now. Let's check this one. Maybe we don't have enough cores. Yep, we don't have enough cores. Alright.
Anything I can do for you?
Which, oh my goodness. We want long barrel? I don't think so. Laser. Laser sight. Sight. Muzzle. We'd rather have a focus
Hey,
nozzle,
need something?
but we'll take a focus lens right now. Internal, we like an amplifier. Socket 1. We don't. Ooh, wait, what? You already have
Hey,
that.
how's
You
it
already
going?
have that. Okay. You know what I forgot? Yep. Forgot to take all those. And then trade resources. And guess what? Dang. These things are expensive. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, here we go.
Just here for a chat?
I am here to not be bothered. Alright. How many cores I got left? Alright.
Hey,
how
what's
many
going
does
on?
it take? Alright. Nice. So. Alright. Now where's my other guy?
Hey there.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I know. I forgot.
Hey, it's always
I
a
don't
good
have
day
to.
when you come around.
Dude. Oh my goodness. Why are you in my room? Okay. And you know what? Forget I said anything because it's fine. Okay. So we got that going. We got that going. Let's get on up out of here. We got more stuff to do. Oh, wrong way. All right, here we go. Our fuel level's at 50%. What's this over here? Emergency distress. The Galileo. The fact that we
Something I
can.
can do for you?
No. That is a bummer. See, and I hate that. Like, are you under distress? Is there a problem? Or, you know what I mean? And then it would be great if there would be like an extra added thing. Hey, I'm answering your distress beacon. You okay? You know, and then let them tell me I'm fine. Yeah, we were attacked, but we handled it. Right now, it looks like they're stranded, and I mean, I'm not gonna compound or make their day worse by trying to prioritize them. But you did just waste my time. Is this the major one that we got beat down at? I could have sworn this was the major one. Show me what this one on the map. Yep, it is. All right, so that's the major one. I don't know that we're ready for that one yet. I do want to go to Voli first, if I can. There's a structure here. There's that right there. But I'm not ready to do that. We're going to stop in on Neon. I have contraband? You don't say. No. No. Oh, no, we're going to go there. I just need to know where the contraband is. And what it is. Ooh. Sentient AI adapters. I could have sworn. Oh, we didn't sell them all. That is a bummer. We're going to do it. We're doing it. Yellow. YOLO. Alright, we have contraband on board. Be careful.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship.
59%. I think that is the highest probability. And you see, we now have a $10,000 bounty. A $10,000 bounty.
identified as the known criminal. Squad immediately or we will be forced to open fire.
Oh man. Well, that is a bummer. So now we're gonna pay like 11, 12K to clear our bounty. I could have done the smart thing. This is why it's smart to have one of these on there. 12K. Just throwing money out the yin yang.
Your friends aren't very social.
And then
But actually, I prefer that.
we just go in here. Look at the value. This is like 150K worth of merchandise that we're just tossing out the window.
I like to keep myself to myself whenever possible.
We gotta figure out a way.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air.
We can fix that so that you're not standing near me. Uh-oh. Did I just get rid of? I think I just undid something that I did. This can't be it. So yeah, I got rid of the other one. Yeah, brilliant, John. Brilliant, brilliant. Mm-hmm. 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 I mean, I can do it, make it all over again if I want it. And where are you? That ain't it. This is it. Yep. Okay. We'll just hold on to you for now. I'm gonna pick you. And then alright, let's go. Heller, can you do something about that guy? Okay. All right, let's try this again. I took all the weapons because I'm going to sell them to make up for the money we just lost. I don't know what contraband you're talking about. We're going to go. Because I think the contraband now that it's talking about is the Watchtower stuff. But I don't think they're scanning for it. Does that make sense? I don't think the scans are scanning for the Watchtower stuff, but I think the notification is telling you. This knows because it's flashing. Does that make sense? I don't know that.
Collection space. Hold while we scan your ship.
If it detects it, then
All right, we're done.
I was gonna say, if it detects it, I am 100% wrong. But I am not. Because the Watchtower stuff has yet to be detected that I've gone through. But there's been plenty of times that it's told me that it's scanning and that, I have contraband on board. It's real contraband, right? So the stuff you get off the mechs, that
Is it
stuff.
safe to move about here? Or am I likely to get either eaten
Did it say
or
my
shot
port
at?
dues was
Or both?
73,000? It must have refueled my ship. You better refuel my ship if that's what my due. Oh, it did. It refueled my ship. We definitely got to sell that stuff to make up for. Holy cow, 73,000 in port dues. We're gonna go broke before we can get anything done. I thought I was here already. It said explored.
Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped in.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries.
I do not want to speak to Nesher.
Tevin Anastas has run into some trouble.
Okay,
Words
so
wise, you don't want to listen.
yeah, we know. You see this here? And then Reyna Marquez. Reyna is up on the den. We just left it, that's where she's supposed to be stationed. So why is she here? And I can't figure out what mod it is. But as soon as I find it, rest assured, this person, these named characters here, are all interspersed throughout the settled systems. Grace Hard, right? They do not belong here. And I've already found one, and I can't remember who she was or where it was, so my bad. But I already found one that you click on and it locked up the game. And I want to say it was Estelle Vincent, but I don't think it was. Look, Genesis Archer. And it's like, I understand, make a mod that names the ones that say citizen, but don't take the actual NPCs, the named NPCs, out from where they're supposed to be, and then, throw them all over the place.
Excuse me.
Especially since they're not even most of them you can't interact with. And then you run a very strong risk of trying to interact with one that you're not supposed to, or you should, or shouldn't be there in the first place. And then so now you're running the risk of crashing your game. But there are people here that should not be here. And to be honest with you, I think because it's so busy here, that's why we're seeing that hitch. But I think also because of these people, it's just adding to the mix and making things even more unstable. And that is not a good thing. So I have to find what mod is doing that. I don't want to think it's the, everybody has their own schedule and life mod, right? And it very well could be. And if it is, that's a change they made, right? They updated the mod to change to where it's now taking and dispersing all the named NPCs throughout, but it should. And you should never do that. That isn't even a smart thing to do because you don't know. And the reason I say it's not a smart thing to do just because you don't know the repercussions of it. Yes, there might be a list, a list of safe folks to let show up, right? And then again, how did you do it? Did you clone these guys? Are these just clones? And the real NPC is still where they're supposed to be? And if that's the case, now that's even less smart, because now what you've done is you've created multiple versions, and now you don't know.
Bonjour.
You know what I mean? You don't know, because the problem is, just because you're able to do something doesn't mean it's something you should want to do or should do. And I mean, yeah, so you can take and put Reyna here, right, in her free time. And if you don't like Citizen, then figure out a mod that renames Citizen to a name that's not used already. But don't take this guy from where he's supposed to be and then put him on the planet.
Excuse me.
Now again,
Oh, hey, what's up?
you see, that's fine,
Okay.
but there's still that chance that I'm going to click on somebody and say hello, right? And that person isn't going to be, the game isn't going to like it. So, yeah, I'm very much against doing something like this.
Have a good one.
Very much against it. I don't think it adds anything to the game. If anything, oh, this mod, yeah, this mod. I don't think it's a very smart mod. And the reason I don't think it's a very smart mod is because you're doing this in public. Look at the number. Who's shooting at me now? You see, Neon Security is coming after me. And why? Why is Neon Security coming after me? I didn't do anything. But because your mod started this fight in public. Your mod, this is as bad as that Janet Weber mod. Because you talk to her, if you talk to her, she's gonna fight. She's gonna fight you. There's nothing you can say to her. I've tried all the options, and you can't say anything to her that will make her not want to fight you. See, look at this: Matthias Durant, Libby Graff, Neon Security is out here shooting at me, and instead of, so this, and then I had forgotten that this happens. Sarah's not gonna like it. Sarah wants to talk right now because of something that some perceived slight or bad thing that I might have done. You know what I mean? And I haven't done anything. Did I shoot somebody on accident? It is very possible. It's very possible I shot somebody on accident. And see, Sarah's not fighting because she's pissed at me now. Watch. I'm gonna go talk to her. And see, she won't even talk to me at this point. But then it could be because we're still in the middle of the fight. And then right now, I mean, I gotta be honest with you, I'm just gonna let him keep shooting until it's over. But again, So I got to be honest with you. This is the special agent mod, QSO. Very poor opening. Very poor opening. This is not what you wanted to do. This is not how you want this to start out. You do not want this possibility. Figure out a place to be sent where you see Sarah's down, but she's not even fighting, and she's still getting shot. But this is a very look. There's Estelle Vincent. Remember her? Look, she's even fighting us now.
No problem.
Oh shoot. I got so many things that heal me. I probably never will die. I'm too OP, I think, at this point. They'll never be able to kill me. Alright. What time is it right now? Okay. You see, I gotta go back 11 minutes. Because of the poor way that this was put together. And then, I mean, there's no other way to say it. There's no other way to put it. It was put together. This opening is a very poor opening. And so the problem with it is trying to figure out how to go and kick it off. You're going to get attacked, right? So you got to minimize the
Word is the Borealis, you know?
the what do you call it? The fallout. You got to minimize the fallout and try to keep it to a minimum. Look, there's the stealth.
Oh, hey, what's up?
And luckily it didn't crash. So there it goes right here. So this is now active. Locate the card. Right?
I know your type. The freewheeling spaces. Must be nice.
So there's a device over here that we set off. And then one of the syndicate folks, right, that eventually show up, they're going to have the card on. So let's do this. Let's quick save this. See if we can get over here and not set off the bomb. And we can't get into... So what I'm trying not to do is set off the bomb. I'm going to go to first person because I can't see it. So there's a body right there. So let's try to... There's a briefcase. All right. So there's two things I want to do. I want to... There's the card. The bomb. That was the bomb. All right. If they're gonna attack me where there's no casualties. You know, collateral damage. Attack me in here. And see. So yeah, it's a very poor opening. It's not exciting. It's not fun. Out of order. All right, so let me see if I go back up there now. They're probably, and then if they want to fight with, I'll let them fight with security, neon security. But the key is you gotta the collateral damage you have to keep down. Okay.
Aren't you all? But look, can't we talk about it?
Gotta get them over here. Right, Sarah. Sarah. Right now, there's only two. Did you notice that? There's only two. Oh,
Bring it on.
oh, that's all you got.
I'm going to end you.
I want to shoot him, but I'm not going to.
Stay down.
Hard to breathe.
All right. All right. Let security take care of him. You see what I'm saying? This is a hassle. This isn't fun. This, you know what I mean? It's like this is what you have to do to keep from getting security turned on you. Now, if security dies, they die. I'm sorry.
You're making me feel more angry than afraid. And I like being afraid. It keeps one on their toes.
I don't even know who are you talking to, and where are you?
Which means that one is less likely to come to a sticky end by not hanging about to be shot at.
You see?
I'll get right on it.
Now, I would love it.
Oh my, I thought that we were doomed for certain there.
They got him.
Goodness, we survived.
Well, again, like I said, this very poor opening. It is.
Move along.
Did they take where was it? Did they take him out?
You're banking your own way, on your own time. Galbank, where your credits work for you.
Anywhere in the galaxy.
Hey, keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, B&E, or heaven
Okay.
forbid,
Have you
MMS.
tried one of our advanced
But
teller
at least
machines?
then we wouldn't have to worry
Galbank
about the
ATMs are
DOP.
spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own
Hey,
time.
no funny stuff with that loose pack. Got enough plate traffic as it is.
All right. So, is he down here? Is that what happened? Okay, I ain't worried about it.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Okay, so once you get the key card, and we got that from the body, this is the QSO safe house.
Is this place dangerous?
Yes.
I am sure it isn't, but I just thought.
And then
I'd
you
ask
got these
in
guys,
case
which
it
is kind of pretty
Roll up.
interesting. And then, so those are the weapons. These are capture capsules. The 37s don't work, so you got to use the 36. Make sure you're using the 36. I'm just picking.
I've seen some strange places in my time. But this place takes.
So you got that. I think we already picked up one of these. We're not going to end up using it, but there's a helmet display. There's nothing there. Here's the contracts briefcase, and then there's our first one.
You looking rather dashing today, Agent? Or at least, that is what I would say if I could actually see you. Nonetheless, it's a pleasure to know you're doing well and are ready for your next mission. Now, do listen closely and please pay attention, as I know this is one assignment you've been eager to get your lethal hands on. Your target is the infamous Dr. Bones, formerly known as Arius Crag, as well as his son clone, come to refer to as Mini Bones. In his youth, the young Arius was the son of a scientist who had been expelled from the UC's Xeno Warfare Division. Arius grew up poor and dejected by the very government his family had done everything in their power to protect. As he grew old, his resentment began to fester, and so he now harbors an immense hatred for the UC and any other galactic government that isn't House Valroon. It was there where he eventually studied psychology and anatomy and honed his methodical skills. Although Cragg clearly inherited his parents' scientific mind, his career as a biologist and doctor apparently never took place. After he graduated from the Academy of the Sacred Spiral, where, incidentally, 3 of his academic rivals met untimely ends under suspicious circumstances, his public record...
Okay, so, and I didn't mean to do that, but it's not a big deal. I actually like that the woman's voice, so that is a plus. But what I wanted to do was find, and I could have waited, and I should have waited. There it is. So we got the agent suit. I'm going to give him and the shades. Okay. And we're going to go back to Ben and we're going to there it is, Special Agent Ben. He doesn't fight anyway, so I'm not really worried about him. All right. So our mission, if we so choose to take it, we got to head to the clinic and complete the contract. So basically, we have to go kill those people there. I got to be honest with you. It is not it's not crazy, but it still runs the same possible issues you run into. All right, we're going to use this quartermaster. So you can see you can buy more certain things, right? You can buy another suit, glasses, right? And so for this, we can come in here and say, okay, we are going to, so that's a frag grenade, extinguisher is a grenade, briefcase, another grenade. We're gonna go ahead and basically put this together. Now what this does is it calls little robots to help you capture whatever, right? I thought when I looked at it, I thought it was actually like kind of a stun grenade or something that puts them in stasis and allows you to capture them. So so we're gonna run up here real quick, and then it's an apartment, right? So you end up with your apartment and everything, and so we got to get up out of here. That's the other thing too, with all these people, you run into a lot of headless people around here too, and I think that's an issue stemming directly from that's also a result. Where you take me for the killing? Head to the clinic. Why are you taking me out here? Where's my little thing? Right there. See what I'm talking about? So again, there's a whole lot of side issues and things like that from having these people where they're not supposed to be, and it's a matter of just figuring out. It could be the whole everybody has a schedule mod, and it'd be a shame because that wasn't the way it was in the beginning when I first put the mod on. But it may have updated. I don't know. I don't know if it's really this one. It could be a different one, and it just could have been an update. Somebody says, "Hey, let me add this in," and as you can see, adding that in was not the best idea. But when we get to the clinic, what I would have preferred is you would put another zone to the clinic, kind of like when you have to go if you've done the deputized quest line for the Freestar Collective, and you have to go into the secret area, the VIP section. So anything that happens there, kind of separates you from everyone else. And this isn't the case here. You're using the same zone as someone else, another NPC who's part of a different quest line is already occupied. And so again, you run the risk if you got a stray shot somewhere, you run the risk of getting security mad and on you. So, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of mods that use assets that are already in use by a different quest line. And I'm not a fan if you cause a ruckus in an area where you can all of a sudden now a stray bullet will get you in trouble. So that, in my opinion, is just not a good way to do it. And now basically when you get here, you just gotta get in, save once you're in, and hope everything goes all right.
Hi.
Ma'am,
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
I am not liking that it automatically refuels. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I did want to sell these. I didn't get around to it our last time. Okay. Yeah, we just took all their money.
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that alliance...
Okay, this is another mod. This is the Okoro mod.
This place is a far cry from Keyless.
So you can see there's Freestar security. You can see this.
I'd rather not have you in here.
Ooh, that was rude. But she is part of the deputized or, and then you see there's somebody in here already. There's Mini Bones.
The doctors were not
And Candace Doolin, she's from the... So, everybody we need to talk to is right here. Not talk to, but everyone we're going to need to deal with. See what it does.
This won't end
Luckily, we did what? We saved. Because if we had not, Sarah's mad at us because we, again, it's part of me thinks some aspects of this mod is cool. Then part of me does not care for you see how that one woman do you see how that one woman just automatically ran right in front of the gunfire? Now the only problem is if we keep reloading like this, some of the not some of the assets, but some of the mods, especially the Nexus mods, they will stop loading eventually. And that's not okay either. And so what we end up having is this, right? It's like, again, you got to spark them, and then you got to get them to go out of, yeah. And then you have to get them to come to you. See, look at her, Candace Doolin. Why is she running to me? Why is she even here? And again, is he fighting us? Well, that was just wrong for him to attack us. So here's Mini Bones. Head back to the safe house. Collect Dr. Bones' journal. Right? And then this is... Aw. Poor thing. But you see that? That's collateral damage. It didn't need to happen there. Did not need to happen. And if we had caused it, now we got friction with Sarah. So you're just adding all this extra stuff into the game willy-nilly, and
combat protocols active.
What we end up having is there's so much wrong that could happen that it stops being worth it. Right? You're not adding anything in here. All right, so there's the journal. And, you know, if I had accidentally shot Miss Doolin or any of the security, and then, you know, so you see what I had to do. And was that fun? Not at all. I had to come over here and just wait it out, right? And then hope that eventually these guys got taken down somewhat and then separated so I could take them. But we still had a casualty, a civilian casualty. So no, it's not.
Brother-in-law just got back from 2 weeks in Paradiso. Place looked amazing, but if I have to look at one more vacation photo, I'm gonna clean his clock.
Right. I think that was the security guard telling me this.
If they haven't rushed me back, means it can't be that bad, right?
It feels like I've been waiting forever. Got a call, someone's power kept going out. Know what it was?
Thanks for delivering critical supplies would be nice to hear once in a while.
So, yeah, I'm not enamored really with this mod, but I wanted to check it out again because I'm like, was there some aspects of it that were nice? And that didn't happen the last time. Alright, so we got some stuff to read. Alright, so this is the journal. From the moment I was born until the moment I die, I will know nothing but blood and debts. But if they do exist, there will be blood. Oh, there will be blood. Alright, hold on a sec. What is Feel Good Medical? Restore 30 points of health. Restore 3 just to feel better. Enjoy, dear consumer. And now we have harvested organs. Why do we have harvested organs? Okay, medic uniform. Written here's your promise, sealed in blood and executed by flesh, to deliver to death for actions deemed unforgivable by our allies and benefactors outside of our syndicate. May the rusted coins that sit in the pockets of you and your men remind you of the payment you have already received, and that henceforth this promise can never be broken. Hunt whoever down, ensure our promise is kept, and leave nothing of this person behind. May the red star be with you. I got 7 of these chumpies. That's 170k. Why? I keep doing that. Okay. Maybe it's the 36 that are bugged. Let's see. Oh. How much do these things weigh? Not much. mean, it's a nice, sleek weapon. Kind of cool looking. But I'm going to hold on to one of these. Quantum Strike fires silent rounds to covertly eliminate targets. I'm curious about these now. Right? Gotta test it out, see what's going on here. Liver pate. Mm-mm-mm. Look, combat enhancer. I don't know where we got that. I think we got it off probably one of those Watchtower folks, maybe. Oh no. We have a heat leech infestation. Can't even say the word. Alright. Worst part is we had a stowaway. Now we have heat leeches. You know what they turn into. Alright. Guys. Don't tell me you're just letting heat leeches.
There was a small bit of dust on your shoulder. How dare it try to spoil perfection? But don't
There's never just one.
Hey there.
And you were like, hey guys, can you help clean up the ship?
Nice to see you.
Okay. Just the one so far. Nothing I can do. Till another one presents itself. This thing has, going back and forth to Volo, has cost us a lot of money. Volo? Voli. Volo.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Thank you.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds
What is this place?
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
16,000. Oh, look at this guy. See what I'm saying? He belongs over in Paradiso. Just annoying every time you see one of these guys. They don't belong here. Okay, since I didn't do the Neon Warehouse.
Hellcorp? She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, kind of tuned her out.
Okay, so first things first. We have storage places. Storage right here. And as a matter of fact, one of the things I'm going to do first is go to our ship. We're going to take, and I guess I should have stopped by the Trade Authority first, so I will stop by there. But let's go ahead and boom.
It appears that the dastardly Arius Crag and his defective mini-him prove no match for an agent of your caliber. Congratulations are in order, and we here at QSO are proud of your performance. You will find your rewards for this mission within the QSO Safehouse cache, located directly in front of your person. Additionally, I am pleased to report that your delayed employment wages have been wirelessly transferred into your bank account. We, here at HQ, found it odd that you seem to be using a new account, but our director reassured us that there's nothing to fear. I think you may be one of his favorites, which, believe me, is no small feat, I assure you. You will also be happy to hear that the director has ensured that the doctor's surviving victims have received the necessary medical care they needed, and those unfortunate enough to lose their lives were given proper burials. We encourage you to enjoy your personal time off until a new mission arrives. And remember, Agent, the QSO is always watching.
So the interesting part is, right, so we have that, which, then we got the baton, we got ammo, and then more shurikens and stuff.
Yes.
My inventory. So throwables. You can see we got the shurikens and the chrome ones. And I believe we got it. Yeah, this one. Injections. Okay, that's the one that I think we wanted to. Nope, that's a new one. No, that's the one we wanted to test. This is the new one. Fire silent rounds to covertly eliminate targets. You see, it's like gold plated. All right, so we will stash that one. We will try them both out. Delivers the strike temporarily to a temporarily immobilized target. So to me, the best part about the mod is the VA for the mission slates. I actually do like her. But the how they're set up, and you know, in public places like that, where there's so much chance to just ruin your game. I don't like that. All right, so the database. So you got home, email, and weapons. And then it will explain to you what each weapon does. And then, the different emails. So you can compose email, the encryption software encountered. All right, but then I will find you again, Alice. In this unity, we will be united, and woe to any who stand in my way. So somebody is angry. She hounds me again, Alice, like the soul reapers of myths past. The Vagabond and I have dueled over a dozen planets and over a dozen systems. So sounds like this is a Starborn. Today marks the 10th time that I've lost you. In this cycle, you were a simple farmer on a newborn colony, one that would become the cesspool of a planet known as Neon. Gods, I had forgotten your beauty. Our guardian vessels are not affected by our jumps beyond the multiversal veil, but I was not able to bring many belongings with me when I first passed the threshold of unity and our digi-album together. Our memories have already begun to corrupt from years of constant viewing and use. So, I'm sorry it didn't. Sometimes when I lay in my bed, all of the variants of you I have met seem to dance and meld in my mind. Sometimes I can't tell them apart and remember you as you were. Remember me as I am. Oh God, the Vagabond was right. I am going mad, aren't I? So, again, this is just telling you, see, where there is war, we fight. Where there is peace, we fight ever still. For we are QSO, Quantum Stealth Operators, and it is our duty to lurk in the shadows of the stars. It is through the grace and prestige of our enigmatic benefactor that we commandeer. I think commandeer is actually spelled with two E's. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Or command or commander. I don't. The frontier of experimental weapons, and I think probably we command frontier of experimental weapons and stealth technologies in order to conduct covert operations, precision eliminations, corporate espionage, and advanced intimidation tactics in order to ensure the safety and coherency of our universe. And although R, but it should be OUR, goals and identities may seem inscrutable, our solutions are certainly not. It's funny how they spell it right one place and then spell it wrong the other. We hope to see you soar the celestial skies, mankind. Quantum shall keep steadfast watch on you from below them. So that is quantum stealth operations, and I assume what's probably going to happen is you'll get like a notification that will say another mission is available. Please report back. And then you have the quartermaster, and unfortunately, you can only buy, you can't sell. And then you have a vending machine.
What is this place?
Only $2,000. Let's do it.
Yes.
I got, what did I get, like 300 rounds? Why is it not up here? Okay, let's go to ammo then. So we got Those are new. These are new. Okay. Not exactly sure. Oh, by the way, let's equip this one for a minute. Do I have a place to put it? I do not. Right there. Oh, look at it. Hold on. Only 9. Better be very effective. It sounds effective. Lily?
Pardon.
It's a nice outfit for you, Lily. Just a little out of place.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Pardon? Pardon.
Hey, Lincoln.
Threw all my money at the Astro Lounge.
Hey.
Pardon. Hey.
Did I just see something fall? I sure did. It was people. That was Reyna. And there it is. There it is. I cannot move. I cannot move. I clicked on Reyna. She kept walking. I'm stuck right here. That is us. But this is the B button, Y, X. Now right trigger, left trigger. Let's see. Now I am doing the back button. Let's do start. You can't even go to the start menu. That is what I'm talking about. And, you know, again, it's kind of like I said, I don't know which mod added this in because it had to be an update. It wasn't like I don't remember having any mods that I was using where this was just automatically from the start. But this is what I'm talking about, that drawback and the potential for problems when you're tapping into something or doing something you just don't know. You know what I mean? You weren't the game developers. You don't understand exactly what the repercussions are by like basically bringing all of the named NPCs down to Neon. It's kind of asinine in a sense. Now what we got is we got a situation where the game is broken. It's frozen. Right? That's all I can do is stand here. You know, there's Ben. Sarah's back there. They can move around and stuff. I cannot. Now, I don't know if the game is waiting for Reyna to come back and start the conversation. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is, right? You click on the character and then, you know, because of the dialogue interface, you know, the game pauses, freezes you there, and then you go into the, you know, the conversation, right? Well, since it clicked on her, it paused, and it froze me right here. But she kept walking away because why? She doesn't belong here. This, and then this isn't where I'm supposed to find her, and this is definitely not where I'm supposed to interact with her. So the point is, this could be any one of these characters that I'm not supposed to find them here, and I'm not supposed to interact with them here. So why are they here? Because when you look at the pros versus the cons, this is a very significant con. Second, the stuttering, the resource utilization, right? Bringing all these named characters here is a strain on the resources for the game. Okay, so these are all cons. The only pro that you got is, oh, hey, I got named characters around me. Big whoop. And this is the part, like I said, it's, what comes to mind to me all the time is that one old saying, long old, is a little knowledge can be dangerous. Right? And this is kind of the thing. You know a little something, so you know how to do it, and then you did it, and now you created something that just broke my game. You just ruined my particular playthrough right now. I mean, granted, I can just reload, but what if I didn't have a recent save? So probably the most recent save is me right after I came out of that elevator. But what if I didn't? What if it wasn't? And then I come down here, and then say I wasn't even trying to click on Reyna, but I was trying to click something, and then somehow she just walked in the frame and got clicked on by mistake. Now all of a sudden, if maybe my last save was an hour ago, I just lost an hour of play just because of some asinine little thing you decided to do and bring into this, to move these things around. Just remember, guys, I'm not nice. When you F up my game, I'm not nice, and I won't be nice about it. And because I will tell you bluntly that, yeah, you just F'd up my game, and you've caused a contentious moment for me, right? And in the sense that it's aggravating, it annoys the crap out of me. And, the longer I sit here and talk about it, the more pissed off I get about it. And I won't let it slide because it's something that was unnecessary. It was not a value add at all to the game. So again, I got to find out and figure out which mod it is so I can get rid of it. And I just don't know it, because again, of all the mods that are loaded, I don't know where it makes sense that is part of that mod. And then again, the one I keep leaning towards is the one with the schedules, but I don't know that for certain. But I think this is, unfortunately, yeah, see, I can't even oh, you know what? I'm wrong. I can't even reload the game. Yeah, I can't even go into the menu. It's done. So I'll just have to Control-Alt-Delete and, bring up Task Manager and shut the game down. That's it. I can't do anything else. I'm hitting escape. Yeah, I'm back on the keyboard right now. I'm hitting tab. Yep, see? Yeah, there's nothing I can do. So, again, it's not even that. So when I close it out, shut it down, we just have to hope that that's where it was saved. I won't know until I try to get back into it. So, guys, definitely, if those of you that are still here with me right now, please comment back. Let me know if something like this would aggravate the heck out of you. Also, let me know the pros, right? Because I can't think of any. Let me know what it is about having these named characters walk around here. They serve absolutely no purpose. So you tell me, what's the benefit, right? I need to know what's the benefit of having them here, right? Why are they necessary? What are they needed for? So again, to me, the better option would be, because there are mods in Skyrim and Fallout that you can, name characters, right? Name the unnamed NPCs. That's a much better option, because then at least it's more immersive. But it is not immersive, like I said, to click on Reyna and be stuck like this. But then it's not immersive to see her here. You know what I mean? So it's not adding to immersion to see characters where they're not supposed to be. And again, like, it makes no sense. It really does. It makes no sense to why this is what it is. But okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm hoping to get some feedback. Let me know. Like, if for those of you out there that like this feature, please let me know. Tell me why. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna call you crazy. It would be interesting to know. At least I could put a reason to it and say, okay, yeah, that's not how I'd look at it, but okay, yeah, maybe I can see your point, maybe I don't, but we can always agree to disagree. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to hearing from people. Okay, again, guys, we'll see you next time. Later.